Let's start Wednesday by getting primed for the next day of our squat progression. We're going to go to 2 to 3 rounds of the warm-up. You can either do a 200-meter run or 1 minute of cardio like rowing or biking. Then grab a kettlebell or dumbbell and do 10 goblet lateral lunges or Cossack squats. Take a wide stance with your feet. You're going to push the knee out so it stays tracking above the knee as we lower down into that squatting motion. It's okay to bend the back knee a little bit or even bring the back toes off the floor if that helps you get a little bit lower into that lunge. Then 8 steps of walking inchworms. So no push-up required at the bottom here. You're just gonna walk the hands forward, then walk the feet to the hands. You're gonna go 8 reps. You can go 4 forward, 4 back, so you're starting and finishing in the same position. Then go down into a high plank position, and then we call these low lunge mountain climbers. You're gonna step your foot just outside your hand, and then get a little drop, lowering the chest down to the floor. 10 reps alternating, then grab your kettlebell or dumbbell. We're going 10 kettlebell dead bugs. You're gonna lay on your back, try to squeeze the stomach like you're doing a crunch while holding that kettlebell at extension. And you're gonna alternate extending one knee at a time. So 3 rounds, 2 to 3 rounds of our warm-up. This is the next day of our back squat progression. Sebastian's gonna demonstrate a few reps. You can check the percentages and reps on the side of the screen. After your warm-up sets, we're going a set every 3 minutes for 15 minutes total. We're going 10 reps, 8, 8, and 6, building in percentages over that time. We want to push the hips back and then descend, hips going below the knees, keeping the heels on the floor, and keeping the midline engaged for the full range of motion. After we finish our squats, we want to focus on working on our ring progressions or that higher skill ring muscle up. So we're going to do this as an EMOM. Every minute you're rotating between stations. Station 1 is practicing or performing ring muscle ups. So a couple options here. You can have your toes on the floor, go from that plank under the rings, pull the hips up, transition over the rings, and then perform a dip. Try to have as little weight on the feet as we move through that transition. You can also perform this with a band. You're gonna put the band across the bottom of the rings, sit on top of the band so that at the bottom, your feet and your whole body are off the ground. This is gonna force you to use the arms and back a little bit more and make the transition a little more challenging. So banded transition drills. You can check the description for other options if you don't have access to a set of rings. They include a combination of chest to bars and dips or ring rows and push-ups. Find something challenging for today. Station 2 is going to be 10 burpees to a target, so find a pull-up bar that's above your reach. It's the one in the back, Sebastian, there you go. So perform a burpee and then jump, both hands touch your target. I used to do this out in the park with a tree. Do this under a tree, touch the branch. And then finally, 20 wall balls. So pick a rep scheme and weight that you can perform unbroken every round. So feel free to scale the weight or the number of reps that you're doing. If you don't have access to a med ball, you can grab a dumbbell and do dumbbell goblet thrusters today. So alternate between each station on the minute for 15 minutes. You can finish out Wednesday with some accessory work. Start with 3 sets of 10 reps per leg, rear foot elevated split squats. Place your foot on a bench or box. Bring your forward leg far enough forward so that the knee does not go in front of the toes at the bottom. Try and get to about a 90-degree angle on that front leg. You can do these weighted, holding a dumbbell, kettlebell, or a barbell in the rack, or unweighted, just working on your mobility. Then we'll alternate between a couple ring movements. We're going 5 sets of 10 feet elevated ring rows. This is going to make the pulling much more challenging. So we're going 10 reps there, paired with, or supersetted with, 5 sets of 6 to 10 strict ring dips. So So start at the top in the ring support. These are a little low for Sebastian, so usually we have the rings a little bit higher so you can move up and down a little bit more easily. Feel free to scale those back to just dips on a bench or on a couch. Have fun today, guys. Thanks for watching.